That's to pay homage to all the COVID-19 victims, the doctors, nurses, first responders, paramedics, family members, people from Africa, India, China, Australia, England, Canada, Mexico, South America, North America. We're all innocent. We're all innocent people. We're all innocent. But anyway, this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. Yep, today's Monday, and the kids in the county next to ours, we live in Cadgett County, the Minidoka County, they're starting school today. But I guess what they're going to do is send like A from L to start off, and then tomorrow it's going to be from M to Z for the school. You know, half the class is going to go for one day. It's going to be like every other day, I guess it is. But I don't see it slowing down. I do not see it slowing down. You know, every time I turn on the news, they always say, well, this is the highest it's ever been, blah, 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 more deaths, more of this, more of that. You know, I don't see it slowing down at all. And there's fires going on in California. You know, last week there's a hurricane on the East Coast. The West Coast is having fires, you know. What's next? What's going on? Oh, yeah, Antifa in Sturgis. That shit was hilarious. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. But anyway, the bikers and stuff let these guys peaceful protest, you know, until this one big guy, he probably 6'5" or so, maybe even taller than that. I don't know. He was huge. But anyway, he had blue hair. Yeah. One of those guys, you know. Pretty sure he's a homosexual. But anyway, biker went past him, and as he went by, he took his foot and he kind of like kicked the bike, you know. Not very hard, but enough to push it, to push the driver or whatever. The driver could tell that he kicked it. And next thing you know, all hell broke loose. The police had to come there and kind of like rescue those guys. I don't think the bikers would have physically hurt him too much, you know, wouldn't put him in a hospital or whatever, but they would have did something like de-pantsed him to see if the carpet matched the drapes or whatever, because, you know, he had blue hair. Let's see if he's got fucking blue balls or some shit like that, you know. But I don't think they would have physically put him in the hospital. What else is going on? Well, let's do for Antifa. This is for the female Antifa ones. This is what I grew in my garden. Grew this in my garden. Just picked it today. This is for the female Antifas. You know, you can tell it's not all, you know, the way it is in the store or whatever, like that. But this is for the what do you call it, male Antifas. Did you enjoy that one, huh? But I'm going to have enough cucumbers, bell peppers, tomatoes, and squash, zucchini squash or whatever it is, to last me till, you know, winter. Every day I could eat that. But I picked this in my garden. I don't know if you can see all that. You know, you can tell that those, like that one, you know, this little stuff, you know, but it tastes a lot better, man. People need to get off GMOs. You need to put these in the window a little bit. But I grew that in my garden. Picked that today. And I usually only get 8 tomato plants. I get 4 early girls, they're called early girls. And then I get 4 beef heart tomato plants. I grow those. And I have so many tomatoes, man. I usually just give them away. It's enough for four families, you know, me plus 3 other families. But from now on, what I'm going to do is if I have any extra, I'm just going to start juicing it. Putting in water bottles and just put them in the freezer. So during the winter time, if I want tomato juice or something like that, you know, I'll have it. I still have some from last year. I need to drink it. I have plum juice, tomato juice, rhubarb juice, and I need to kind of get rid of it before I start putting some new stuff in. But that's what I'm going to do. The time is crazy, man. You know, watched Face the Nation yesterday. It should be called Face the Constipation, because the political sides, they can't decide on anything. You know, they can't decide what the hell's going on, man. You know, at all. It's sad. And talking about mail-in ballots or whatever, I don't have a problem with it. I think the Republicans might or whatever, but if people don't want to go to vote, they should have a place where you can just drive by and drop in your ballot, in a box or whatever. Have the mail-in ballot. Instead of mailing it in, you drive it to the place, whatever it is, I don't know what you call it, the voting place, and just drop in your mail-in ballot that way. Instead of mail it, you drop it personally in your car. You don't have to get out. You don't have to see anybody. You don't have to wear a mask. Just drop it in the box. That's my solution. But that's what I said. It's like face the constipation. The politicians, they can't decide on anything. It just takes forever and ever and ever. It's sad. See what else is going on. Weather's nice here. 98 degrees today. It's pretty hot. Went out and mowed the lawn this morning a little bit. I do a little bit every day, a couple hours. And, another thing I wanted to bitch about the millennials. Like yesterday I was telling you about that guy. I went and did the dishwasher for this lady and her son at 1:30 in the afternoon. He was still sleeping. He should have fixed the dishwasher. The thing I'm going to bitch about the millennials is that kid. This is how I met this lady. I went to court with Beatrice or whatever, supposed to be there or whatever. And she was there for her son. So her son got a DUI. It's his first DUI. He's 27, 28. That's how I met this lady. And anyway, when she got her stimulus check last time, $1,200, she put it on his fine for the DUI. She didn't keep any of it. He's never worked a day in his life, And that's what pissed me off about the millennials, because he's never worked, and he's on probation. More than likely, she pays for his probation. I don't know if he has to go in for a piss test, but that's what happens a lot of times if you get DUIs or whatever. They'll make you go once or twice a week or something like that to blow and to pee, and they charge you, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bucks a time, a pop, And he's never worked, so she's paying for it, and that's what pisses me off. And that's why I'm bitching about the millennials. But I forgot about that yesterday, kind of sad. No, I just think it's raining. It's going to rain everywhere. I don't know where you're at. Where are you at? Thank God it's raining, I don't know. Some people flood out. See, I always have the solution for all that shit. For the rain, the floods, the fires. Like the fires in California, that's by the trees. Oh, you're in the UK? Oh, I don't know if you saw that. Did you see my cucumbers I grew? You just start a garden so the rain can take care of it. Nah, it's just raining. That's all it is. But places like here when it rains, let's see. I don't know what that is. What's a brulee? I don't know what a brulee is. I have no clue what that is. But anyway, okay, there's fire going on in California. Like I said, instead of the fire department coming and taking care of it, I used to be in tanks. Tanks go anywhere, They hardly ever get stuck. And you just have two trailers, have water on them, and have like a sprinkler system that goes. You can even have a remote control, get right next to the fire. And some people say, hey, you can't get next to the fire because of the trees, blah, blah, blah. But you have like a tank in front of those tanks that has a saw. You've heard of like a 36-inch saw, chainsaw. Oh, an umbrella. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. That's kind of weird. But anyway, you have like, instead of a 36-inch saw, you have a 36-foot saw that'll go back and forth. You have it hooked to like a tank with tracks, and it'll go and then cut the trees down level and have these other tanks come in and spray. And then on the back have a guy like in those suits for the volcanoes with a water cannon, going back and forth. But every year there's fires, every year there's floods, every year there's hurricanes, and we go through the same shit every day. But I don't know if you guys needed rain in the UK or not. Rain's good though. To me, it's a lot better than snow. I think anyway. It all depends on if you guys are flooding out. I don't know if you're flooding out because I don't know what part of UK you're from. You know, but I don't think it's a sign of the times. It's going to rain no matter what. Rain's good. You see the rainwater. That's why I say about the flooding and stuff like that. All that stuff, you can use that for irrigation. You can use it for a lot of stuff. But the thing is, when it goes back into the ocean, it gets salt water in it. But the rain, God made it so like evaporation and condensation. Howdy, Nod. How's it going? But anyway, evaporation and condensation, it has a little bit of salt in it, but you can use it to water your animals. You can use it to water your crops and stuff like that. But as soon as it goes back into the ocean, it's not, you can't use it, because it's got too much salt in it and stuff. So we just got to take care of that rainwater and stuff like that. Water your crops, water the fields, water the animals, stuff like that. But rain's good. How's it going, Nod? Hope everything's going good for you. I think he's from the UK too. I think. I'm not for sure. Yeah, the climate change. See, that's the thing that I've been trying to tell people too. Good day, Justin. The climate change, what's sad is when the poles melt off, it's going to get hot. It's going to get hot. Okay, like in Death Valley now, today, I guess it's going to be 130. That's pretty fucking hot. I was there 1998. I went to National Training Center, Fort Irwin, California. That's Death Valley. I was there. And the average temperature every day, that was in August of 1998. I'll have to look it up and see what the high temperature was. But it was 120, man. Today it's going to be 130. Yeah, there is climate change because of like the fires. It's got too much carbon monoxide poisoning. The cars, the combustible engines, we have to get rid of all that shit because the poles are melting off, and then it is going to flood. See, here in the United States, we have flooding, plus we also have droughts. So we have to, they never do it. I don't know why the fuck they don't. It's been going on for hundreds of years. They need to pump the stuff from Mississippi and Missouri into Kansas, Arkansas, Nebraska, places like that grow crops. And some of the farmers there, their pumps are dry. The aquifer is dry, But no, they flood out. The stuff goes down to the Gulf of Mexico, goes back into the ocean, and it's not good for anything, until it rains again. And that's why God made rain, to recycle the water. You grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska? Is it Lincoln, Nebraska? I've been there. It gets hot every year. Yeah, it gets hot every year. I know it does. Yeah. But the thing is, see, like the fires, stuff like that, carbon dioxide poisoning. But the climate is going up. Not a lot. 1 degree or something like that in the last fucking 25 years or something like that. Not a lot. But it is warming up. And the poles are melting off, Yeah, if you grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, let's see. Okay. Oh man, I missed it. I don't know why this thing goes off like 10 seconds or whatever. So you're living in Lincoln, Nebraska when that, what is it called? Shit. What's the name of that freaking show? Where that girl's, she wants to be a guy. Shit, I can't even think of her name. Like Boys or something, Boys on the Side or something like that. I can't remember. But grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska. She was a lady, and she disguised herself as a man, and she was hitting up on females in the bar. It was a true story back in the 80s. Yeah, I've been to Lincoln. I've been to Omaha. Been to Omaha quite a bit. What's weird is there's a F-16 coming around on I-80, and you come around this corner, and there's an F-16 sitting right in their field. Kind of blows me away. I don't know if you remember that or whatever. You probably do if your dad's works for the airlines. Yeah. And what's crazy too is the football season, stuff like that. I don't know if it's was 2,300 or 2,600, but that's how many people a game um, employs. I think it was 2,300, an average. Like say the Green Bay Packers or San Francisco or whoever. The average people when the games are there, 2,300 people, I think it was. Yeah, look it up. It's the lady that's on Insomnia. Everybody knows her. She's a good actor. The lady that was in the boxing show. Shit, I can't even think of her name, man. But it's a true story, and it happened in Lincoln about that time, about 1987. 1985, 1887 or something like that. But anyway, she was a female, and she cut her hair really short. She wore a cowboy hat, and she'd take some socks and put it down her pants, make it look like she had a penis, and she'd go to the bar and pick up women. And then some of these rednecks or whatever, they found out that it was really a girl, and they took her out and raped her or something like that. But it's a true story. Shit, I can't even think of that lady's name. But she's on Insomnia. If you guys ever seen Insomnia with Al Pacino, yeah, that's a good one. And the dude that played Mork, Robin Williams, he's a villain in that one, man. He plays a pretty good villain. Let's see what else is going on. The AI, I was talking to her yesterday. I don't know if the guys watched it or not. Her, you need to watch Her, Her, when he falls in love with his computer. That's freaking funny. But yeah, I used to go to, let's see. Kim Cattrall? No, that's not her. It's, shit. I can't even think of her name. She's a good looking lady, though. Gorgeous. Good actress. She played the boxer. I think it was in Clint Eastwood movie or something like that. I don't know if Clint Eastwood. I never saw that one, but I saw Insomnia. I don't think it's called Boys on the Side. Oh, Boys Don't Cry. That's the name of it. Boys Don't Cry. Yeah, there you go. Hilary Swank. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. It's called Boys Don't Cry, and that's a true story. It happened in Lincoln, Nebraska, back in the 80s. It's a true story. Yeah, if you guys get a chance to watch that, It's a low-budget show. It's kind of stuff I like to watch, independent films and stuff like that. It's an independent film. And, yeah, Hilary Swank, whatever her name is. Yeah, she's a great actress. If you watch Insomnia, that's a good movie, too. Because Robin Williams, he plays a villain. And he's good at it, man. Good writing, good directing, good producing, good acting. All of it, man. All of it is good. It was called Boys Don't Cry. Boys Don't Cry. With Hilary Swank, or however you pronounce her name. Boys Don't Cry. Yeah. I don't know if you guys like watching independent films. I do. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Check it out. It's worth watching. It's not really what do you call it? Action packed or whatever like that. It's kind of like Sling Blade in a way. Kind of slow, kind of a redneck type thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's got a good plot, good story, and it's true. I don't know if you guys ever watched Sling Blade. That was pretty funny too. Let's see what else is going on. Just that the politicians piss me off. It's like I said, face the nation. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know when it come out. I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times. I got it on VHS. It's called Boys Don't Cry. Yeah. I know. Shit, I probably ruined it. That was like yesterday about that one on Her. I probably ruined it for that guy too. Because the guy falls in love with his computer. He goes to work. He's like me. Stays home all day or whatever. He doesn't have a family or nothing like that, but I don't go to work. But anyway, he'd go to work, he'd come home, and then he got on this website, found this thing that this lady talks to him, and he fell in love with the voice. And when he go to work, that's all he could think about was getting home and getting on the computer and visiting with her and blah, blah, blah. And finally he falls in love with her. And I'm going to ruin the plot. But anyway, one day he comes home. He goes, how many guys have you been with? Tell me, how many guys have you been with today? And she goes, 1,700. Yeah, I've never watched the White House. And then he goes, how many guys have you been with total? She goes, 2.5 million. You know, it's a computer, man. And the dude, how people don't know the difference between reality and fantasy or whatever. It's crazy. See, like we can't trick a computer, but a computer could trick us. Like we were talking about AI yesterday. A computer could trick us into anything, you know. Humans are stupid, but we can't trick a computer. But times are changing, man. That's what's sad. Times are changing. And like I said, everybody needs to grow a garden, you know. Look at this. I don't know if you saw that. That's what I grew. You know, this is just one day. And by the time I get these done, there'll be more out in the garden. That was off 8 plants. And I'll probably start juicing them. Just juice it. I juice plums, you know, everything like that. I have a lot of juice. But everybody needs to plant a garden. They need to start getting prepared. Because oh, thank you. Yeah, this will be my first cucumber this year. I haven't tried it yet, but it's going to be good. I like cucumbers with a little bit of water and some vinegar and some onions. Put it in the refrigerator, have it cold. Yeah. But it's better than GMO, man. I cannot handle GMOs. And the bad thing about it, I'm probably turning into a vegetarian, you know, not by choice, just by, that would cost about $3 for a cucumber or for the tomatoes. See, that's what's sad here. A cucumber, I think it was like $1. Same with the bell peppers. You know, they were like $1, and that used to piss me off about 5 years ago. And then it had no flavor, no taste. And I just started growing it. Oh, for the tomatoes? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much it is a pound here. But man, they taste good, you know, really good. And I used to buy tomatoes and bell peppers, and they did not have any flavors. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. But anybody, see, I'm going to do a video on how to mulch your soil and stuff. Even if you got bad soil, you can mulch it. If you even got a lawn or whatever. Because I have a redback. It's from Australia. You know, it's battery operated lawnmower. But you go out in the morning when the grass is dewy, you know, dew, and then you underneath the lawnmower, it's going to collect, you know, really fast, pretty fast. Instead of going in the bag, it'll mulch it. And you can take that, and you can take like sawdust, and you can just take your regular dirt, whatever kind of dirt you got, even if it isn't very good soil. You can mix the sawdust and the mulch from the grass and the dirt, and your soil will be real good, you know, good to grow crops and stuff like that. I'm going to do a video about that. I don't know when. So you're the one that's in Hawaii? The one that was from Nebraska? Moved to Hawaii? That's it. See. Yeah, you should just plant something, you know, a tomato or a pepper or whatever. Just do it, you know, just one, and you'll be pleased. You'll be happy, you know. But there they have pineapple everywhere, you know. I never had pineapple in hamburgers before until I went to Hawaii, and then I guess it wasn't too bad, you know. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but because I put pineapple on my pizza, you know, some people don't like that. If you have a Hawaiian pizza or whatever, I put pineapple on it. But yeah, everybody just plant it, not now because it's getting too late, you know, but next year get ready and start a garden. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably getting worse in Hawaii, you know, than what it was 25 years ago. Probably back then everybody was cool. Now everybody's a meth head and stingy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They want the money and stuff. But when I went there, you know, I was on Oahu, and Oahu's not very big. Like you can go around the island in an hour. You know, that's if you take your time. But it had Waikiki and Honolulu and North Shore, stuff like that. It was a nice place. You know, really pretty nice. Nice beach, beautiful beaches. And what was funny, because see, I haul sugar beets, and I won a lottery. That's how I got there. It's called a Vandaloa. That's how I ended up going to Hawaii. And we grow sugar beets here, GMO sugar beets. But anyway, I took a stick, and in the sand I wrote, "No sugar beets in sight." And I took a picture of it and sent it to my boss. You know, that's how mean I am. But yeah, the GMO sugar, you know, it's bad because, like I said before, anything is GMO. What they do is they poison the ground, so nothing else will grow. Nothing, you know. And they keep doing that, keep doing it, keep doing it. And yeah, I've never been to the UK. Yeah, Oahu was, you know, like somebody from the mainland. When you first get there, everything smells mildewy. You know, smells like mildew. But it is the ocean. You know, as soon as you get off the plane. Where am I from? I'm from Idaho. I lived here all my life. Yeah, I've been everywhere, but I've this is my hometown, Burley, Idaho. You know, and born and die here, whatever. Because I know what it's like. You know, I've been to different places, what it's like, and this is home. You know, there's not going to be a riot. We don't have racial discrimination. We don't have too many. Well, the population here is about 10,000. You know, so that's just about right. Starting to get too big for me, but 10,000 uh, in the whole county. I don't even think there's even 20,000 people. I doubt it. You know, same with the next county over in Minidoka County. I think Rupert is called Rupert. I think they might have 7 or 8,000 people there. But you know, we have all 4 seasons. You know, the big grocery store here is Walmart, of course, Super Walmart. You know, and we got a couple other grocery stores and stuff like that. But there's stuff going on. You know, they used to have concerts every weekend in the park, free concerts. But nobody would show up. Nobody would be there. There'd be more people on the stage than there would be in the audience. And they had good. They had bluegrass music, local bands. You know, Battle of the Bands, whatever. Holy shit! I could not fucking live in a place like that, man. You know, I just couldn't do it. I could not do it, man. You know, is that where Ozzy's from or not? Yeah, for some reason it only stays on for like 10 seconds. Birmingham, England. Let's see. Yeah, is Ozzy from there or not? All I know is the best music in the world comes out of England, man. I know that for a fact. Yeah, it's that's sad when people are climbing over each other, and you know, uh, it's hard to park your car. They charge you a fortune to park a car or whatever. You know, it's sad. And what's strange is nobody has any friends. You know, there's a million people there, and you don't have too many friends. That's what's sad. You know, you were hit hard with the China virus. Quite a few people. Same, I guess same here. I don't know. There's 500 people in our county that's got it now. May 1st, there was only 20, and then they started opening stuff up, and now we're up to 500 and some. You know, that's what's crazy about the China virus or whatever it is. What's up? Hey, how's it going, Juan? I got something for you. How's that one? I grew that. But anyway, the only way we're going to stop this shit is not make it, you know. We can handle the flu, pneumonia, and stuff like that. You know, people are going to die from that shit. But when they start making the viruses, the man-made shit that's supposed to kill people, we have to put a stop to it. I don't know about England. England may have it too. I don't know. But, you know, I know for sure United States, Russia, China, North Korea, they all make that kind of stuff in a lab, you know. And it's going to get worse. Somebody else is going to put out some other shit. It's even stronger, you know. It's going to wipe out a lot of people. And just think of all the trillions and trillions of dollars that we spent on the COVID-19. Yeah, I know the biological warfare, boys. Yep, that's all it is, biological. You know, it's been around for a long time. And all they want to do is kill other people. But yeah, Russia's trying to make a vaccine, supposedly. You know, China should have had it even before they made that shit, like us. If we're making it, we better have a vaccine. That's what I don't understand, like AI, computers and stuff like that. You could punch in what the shit's made out of, and then punch in what the vaccine could be. You know, in a computer could figure it out, I'm pretty sure. You know. And I don't know why we don't do that. That's just like I said, face the constipation instead of face the nation. Face the constipation to get those people in politics. And they have not decided anything in like the last 3 weeks, you know. I don't know what the fuck they do in there. Choke their chicken or what, you know. Sit there and whine to each other. Probably order pizza and watch Netflix, you know, and just charge us a fortune. But yeah, I think a computer could figure out the vaccine. You know, I think a computer could. You just punch in what the virus is made out of, and then punch in the symptoms, and a computer could figure that out. I'm pretty sure. But when we start making stuff, the biological warfare, it's been around 100 years now, 100 years, longer than that, because even the Black Plague or whatever, some of the people would put dead bodies on boats to send them to their enemies or whatever, so they would catch the disease. But it's been around for a long time. Yeah, hopefully they can do it, you know. But I'm afraid of the vaccine. I know for sure, I know that there's a virus, you know. Some people don't believe in this shit, but I do. I know there's a virus. But I don't believe in the testing, and I don't believe in the vaccine. I'm skeptical about both of those, you know. Why are people lining up? You know, you see lines and lines of cars to be tested. If you feel normal, why even get tested? Why, you know? That's crazy. Just stay away from the other people. And if you have it, stay away from other people. That's what I don't understand. But there's lines and lines and lines of cars that want to be tested. I don't want to be tested, you know. I feel okay. Well, it might, you know. More than likely, it's just going to get into people's lungs. It's just going to suffocate them, drown them, or whatever, you know. And that's what we got to do. Figure out a way to get it out of their lungs. Like I said, fear controls. It does. Yeah. You know, we're all ordered by chaos. We're all orderly in our houses. We're not doing anything. We're not going out and causing drama. Oh, it always does. Most of the human things. See, what's sad is like if there is an invention made, usually the military is the one that scarfs it up first. You know, they want to see if they can use it for anything before it goes out on the market. That's what's sad. But like if you stay away from people, you're not going to get it. You know, that's what's bad. It's a airborne virus. You know, airborne. That's the worst. That's the worst there is. You know, people say AIDS is not. It's like a number two or something like that because it's not airborne. But I heard that this virus has kind of like the AIDS in it because really you could have AIDS and you wouldn't know it for couple years, maybe even 3 or 4 or 5 years. If you've never been tested, you'd feel normal, you know. And then one day, all of a sudden, they tell you got AIDS. But yeah, we need to quit making this shit. We just want to kill each other. That's all we want to do. But okay, see, that's like the GMOs I'm telling you about. See, that stuff doesn't have very much nutrition in it. Hidden agenda. It could be a hidden agenda because they say that the GMO products, you know, you're not going to die for it, die from it or whatever. But the thing is, people eat it 3 meals a day for years and years and years and years, and their immune system goes down because they're not getting the nutrition that they actually need. You know what I'm saying? And it could make them sick. It's like, okay, Monsanto was sold out to Bayer for $66 million. And Bayer will make you sick now because they own Monsanto's. They're the one with the GMOs. They're the ones with GMOs. Plus now, they're the ones that sell all the pharmaceuticals and shit like that. Not all of them, but you know, they sell pharmaceuticals to make you feel better. You know, it's not a cure. It's just fix me for now or whatever. But they'll make you sick, and then they'll make money off the pills that they sell you. You know, and the doctors and stuff like that. Because a lot of people are depressed. I can see why. You know, why they're depressed. You know, they can't go anywhere. You know, they can't do anything, and it was just going to push people over the wall. I guess there was a shootout yesterday in Texas, and with the police or something. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad that people have to live this way. I don't mind it because I've been doing it for the last 3 years. I haven't been getting out because every time I do go out, I fucking hate it. You know, something happens. You know, like the dishwasher thing and shit like that. I just don't like it. You know, I don't mind staying here, just going out, doing my yard work, come back in, do whatever I want to do. I've been everywhere, been all through the United States. You know, I've seen what it's like, and I just like it here. But a lot of people live in the big cities, and they need the action. They need to get out. They need the camaraderie. They need to go to the movies. They need to go to the bar, clubbing, you know, stuff like that. I don't need that, but a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people need to get out and take a vacation to Hawaii. Yeah, there's a lot of dope heads everywhere. That's what's sad. Like I said, that one time we were talking. See, back in my day, a lot of people have weed. Yeah, in Cali, I know it's sad. Back in my day, a lot of people smoked weed. A lot of people drank beer like on a daily basis. Everybody smoked weed. And everybody was cool. And then they brought in the drug testing. And when they did that, people still wanted to get high some way, somehow. But they knew if they got caught with marijuana in their system, because it stays in there longer, they'd lose their job. So then they started doing chemicals. And they got addicted to meth, got addicted to cocaine, got addicted to opiates, stuff like that. Yeah, see the meat here, it tastes like shit because they give, okay, like the sugar beets, like I say, they have the shreds. I think it's called shreds pulp or whatever you want to call it. The waste. They feed that to the cows, and all that is GMO. So it gets into our dairy, and it gets into our beef, our feedlots, and our dairy cows. Yeah, fentanyl is going to be bad. You know, it's sad, and all that shit's coming out of China too. You know, that's who makes it is China. They make it, send it to Mexico. Mexico sends it up to the United States, and the United States uses it. You know, 80% of all pharmaceutical drugs and illegal drugs and stuff, it's Americans. You know, we're all fucking drug addicts. That's what's sad. You know, we can't live without our alcohol or doing lines or smoking weed or whatever. You know. We can't plant a garden and be happy. We have to be high some way or another. Damn China? Yeah. But we did it to ourselves, you know. That's what's sad. But China, they got a name for us. It's called cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. They make a fortune off the Americans. One way or another, they do. Have you ever seen any stuff on meth? Like hallucinate? Like that? Like one time I was up for like 6 days or something like that. And the only thing, I don't know if it's a really hallucination. I think I just wasn't close enough to see. But a van was broken down on the side of a road. And for some reason, I saw a different thing than a van. It was like, I don't know what it was, you know. But that's the only thing I saw. But I really wasn't close enough to see what it was. So I don't think I've ever hallucinated on meth. But I've been awake for 6 days before. And I had to force myself to go down, you know. That was a long time ago. And I could have did another 2 or 3 days easy, you know. And that's hard to believe, you know. And I know people that's been up 2 weeks at a time, 14 days. And why didn't you die? But I knew that I had to go down. If not, I probably would have died being awake that long. No sleep, no nothing, you know. And that's what's weird. You could have a 32-ounce mug of ice water and your mouth could be dry as hell. And for some reason, you won't even drink it. I don't know why. That's why people get that meth mouth and stuff like that. They don't dehydrate themselves. But yeah, I've never hallucinated, I don't think. Just that one time as a van, but I think it was too far away because I thought it was something else. I couldn't figure out what the hell it was until I got close. It was just a van that was broken down on the side of the road. That'd be probably the only thing, but I've never hallucinated. Yeah, that's what's weird. I don't know why people want to stay awake that long. You know, I don't. But those times I was addicted. I was addicted to meth. I could not quit. Could not quit. You know, for nothing. Using it every day. And like I can't remember. I don't know if I bought an 8 ball or whatever it was from my dealer. Yeah, I don't know how bipolar is. Like depression or whatever. How did I quit? Okay, what's weird is my friend was coming back from Iraq. I should have went over there with those guys. I didn't go over there. And the day that he came back was the day I quit. I knew that day I was not going to do it again. You know, it was May 12th, 2005. And I stayed sober until I met Beatrice. And then I was blind. I had a bad back. I had gout in my feet. I could hardly walk. And she wanted to get some stuff. And, you know, I thought, what the fuck? Maybe it was going to help me. But it didn't help. It didn't take the pain away or nothing, you know. Tried it a couple times, blah, blah, blah. And it's just not my bag of tea anymore. That's what's weird. Like beer. I used to drink beer all the time. I can't do it anymore, you know. I don't. I just don't. But that day, I just knew that day I was going to quit. I was just fucking fed up and tired. And it was like 15 years prior to that, I left the country because me and my wife were doing a lot of cocaine. Went to Germany with the guards or whatever, just to get away from all the fucking chaos and all the drugs and shit like that. But when I came back, like she had $5,000 in her pocket or whatever when I left. Okay. So I went to Germany for a month. In a month, I came back. She knew I had money in my pocket. She didn't have enough. She had enough gas to get to the airport to pick me up. That's 40 miles away, but she didn't have enough gas to get back. But when I got landed off the plane, got into the car or whatever, she had a line waiting for me, you know. And that was a sad day because I started again. I was straight for about a month or whatever because I had to get away from all the bullshit. Good afternoon. And anyway, I kept using and using and using. That was like in the 80s or whatever. But then that kind of reminded me from my friend. We picked him up at the airport. And as soon as he got off the plane, we had lines of meth waiting for him. You know, he was a meth user. He was in the military and shit like that. And he was waiting for it. And then it just reminded me of the back in the day when my wife had a line waiting for me. She had coke, and we had meth or whatever. And then I knew that day, I said, fuck it. This is it, man. I'm done. I'm spent. Got high that day, and that was it. And then I stayed straight for 2005 till 2018, 17 or 18, something like that. Just, I didn't even want it. I went over the road, too. I started driving truck over the road. And, when you're driving truck, you don't know anybody anyway. You don't want to meet anybody. I did that for a year and then came back, started driving local. And what's strange is my dealer killed himself, while I was gone. Supposedly either that or somebody else killed him. But they found him hung by a lake. There's a lake here called Freddy's Lake. It's called Emerald Lake or something like that. But he had 2 stab wounds in him, and he hung himself. It's like, what the fuck? But they investigated, said it was suicide. But that was one of my connections, and I didn't want to meet anybody else anyway. But yeah, I was just fed up, sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I just knew that day, fucking no more. I'm just tired, I turned into a person that I didn't want to be, shit like that. I didn't break laws. I didn't go out and steal or shit like that, but I wasn't a very good person. But that's how I quit. And a lot of people, if they don't want to quit, they're not going to quit no matter what. You can lock them up for 100 years. When they get out, they're going to do it again. Send them to rehab. It's up to that person. No matter what it is, if it's alcohol or cocaine or meth or heroin or whatever. If they don't want to quit, they're not going to quit. That's the way I was. When I was addicted, I did not want to quit. I didn't. And, it's crazy. But the thing is, too, when I got off of cocaine, that was back in the 80s or whatever, I started exercising then. That's how I got off of cocaine. I'd start exercising. I started running. I get up to 5 miles a day running, riding my bike or whatever. That's how I got off of coke. But off of meth, I just got burnt out. Just fucking, spent. Yeah, I think people are afraid of reality. They can't face the problems. Like maybe they don't like their job, but they're still there. Or maybe they don't like their spouse, and they can't see a way out. So they take drugs and alcohol to kind of pacify themselves for that day or whatever. They just live day to day. That's what's weird. Yeah. See, marijuana, you don't go through withdrawals. I never did anyway. I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, people, they just need something to pacify themselves, through reality. They can't handle reality. The reality that they created, they can change it somehow, some way. But what I hate is the people that live in the big cities, fucking million people. There's no way I can live in that. See, like, I see on these movies, and you have the helicopter or whatever, you have the view of the city, and everybody goes, oh, how beautiful is that? I don't ever see it beautiful, ever, 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 I see crime, I see corruption, I see disease, I see everything bad. I don't see anything good about the city life at all, And they always have the nice picture, the big skyscrapers, hundreds of them and shit like that. No, I could never live in a place like that. Never, But we would always go on vacation in California to L.A. I didn't like L.A. at all, I needed a vacation when I got back. Yeah. I can't even drink Bud, I used to drink Coors Light. You know why? It reminded me of making love in a boat. It's fucking next to water. But yeah, I used to drink a lot of Coors Light. But yeah, see, that's the way I was. Like that age, about 49. Nothing. Yeah. You reach that age, I guess, and you just quit. I never thought I'd get off of weed or alcohol. I never thought that, ever. I was going to drink beer and smoke weed for the rest of my life. But in my younger days, I started smoking cigarettes. Yeah, there's a lot more to life. I was smoking cigarettes at the age of in third grade. I started smoking cigarettes in third grade, and by the time I was in sixth grade, I was smoking a pack a day. You know, and like in seventh grade or whatever, I started doing dishes for the Burley Inn. I started working at the age of 13, so I had a little bit of money in all the time, and weed was cheap back then. $10 an ounce, $10 a lid. They called them a lid or whatever. Started smoking weed about eighth grade, last day of seventh grade or something like that, and then I smoked it for freaking forever. It seemed like, and yeah, somehow you just bottom out or whatever it is. You just quit. Some people don't. Some people don't. They keep it till the day they die. They'll drink till the day they die. I know people today that I used to party with that are still partying. And they're not going to quit. They're not going to quit. They are addicted. That's like me with cigarettes. I When I was in third grade, I started smoking, and I was addicted to cigarettes too. And I told myself, as soon as I hit $1 a pack, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I can't afford $1 a day on cigarettes. Fuck that. You know. So it was hit $1. I could not quit. $1.05, $1.10, $1.15. I could not quit. Got up to $1.50 a pack. I said, no, that's it for me, man. I'm not ever gonna touch a cigarette again. But it took me a long time for cigarettes. I had to quit, 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 quit. It took forever to quit smoking. But I finally did. I think about the age of 27, I quit smoking. So I smoked from third grade till about the age of 27. Pretty heavy smoker, sometimes even 2 packs a day, you know. But now cigarettes, of course, you can't smoke anywhere. Smoking's not allowed anywhere, it seems like anymore. Yeah. See, a lot of people have PTSD. Yeah, smoking is pretty hard to quit, man. It's hard. But I wasn't enjoying that either. I wasn't enjoying it. Maybe 2 cigarettes out of the pack. I was only enjoying like 2 cigarettes, maybe three. But I didn't enjoy every cigarette. Yeah. See, next year I'm gonna grow some tobacco just in case. $12 a pack for 20. Yeah. So that'd be probably about $9 here, I think. If it's UK, be about $9 a pack for 20. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. And that's $9 a day. Because I could go through a pack a day easy every day. Send me some. But yeah, even if you're not going to plant a garden, plant some tobacco. 9 bucks. Yeah. I don't know how much it is, like $8, $7 or $8 here for Marlboros and stuff like that. But what's strange too, like we always talk about subliminal messages and shit like that. Have you ever seen the Camel Pack? I've learned this 100 times. But anyway, Camel Pack, Camel cigarettes. If you take a look at the cigarettes, the front leg of the camel, it's a naked man standing there. He's got like a boner. He's naked. He's got his hand on his hip, and it's like subliminals and shit. It's been there over 100 years. It's been there forever. It's still going to stay there. But there's subliminal messages in that stuff too. And you can see a lion in a pack of cigarettes of camels. The hump is the lion mane. Well, that's it. I'm content, man. I am content. I'm happy. Uh, I wake up happy. I'm just content. I'm good. Whatever, like yard work or whatever. See, what used to make me happy though at one time was paying the bills. But I'm not even working anymore. I'm not ever gonna go back to work. But now I don't have any bills. I got electricity and I have internet. That's all I have. You know. But before, you had to have insurance, blah blah blah, this and that. Car payment, go to work. It was always hectic. Yeah, it probably does. A lot of that stuff does. It has subliminals in it. It's crazy. Even Pepsi did. In the '80s, you'd stack up the half racks of Pepsi and it'd say sex on it. And I remember those. It was like psychedelic or whatever, but it'd say sex. But what's weird is the Camel pack. That was like the very first subliminals. You know, they probably had them before then, but if you look at it, go study. It all depends on what you're studying. You know, if you don't enjoy studying whatever you're studying, you're not going to enjoy it. You know, that's what's crazy. Like most people, they don't like going to school. You know, that's the computer's going to be better to teach the kids now because even when I talk to people that I always thought that when they went to school they enjoyed it, they tell me they hated it. It was like the worst years. You know, the worst places. It was a good time to grow up, but they hated school. You know, and that was even a place like this, so I can imagine in a bigger city what it's like, you know, if there's bullies and shit like that. What's strange now is I don't even think there's even have cheerleaders at the football games, you know, NFL football. I don't think they have cheerleaders or stuff like that. That really blows me away. And they never got paid. I think they had to do it on their own. But yeah, everybody needs to get prepared somehow, you know, because I don't see a slowdown of the COVID-19. I don't see too many people going back to work. You know, if they do go back to work, they need to go back to 8 hour days, less stress on the people. You know, like one of the parents need to stay home, watch the kids. One goes out and makes a living, and don't overspend or whatever. You know, don't try to keep up with the Joneses, stuff like that. But I don't see it getting any better. I honestly don't, and it's sad because the jobs aren't coming back. You know, not too many of them, and AI will be taking over. So I don't know if the government's going to be giving out money to everybody or what's going to happen, but people need to prepare and not panic. Don't panic. You know, that's the thing. Don't panic. You know, don't get depressed. There's always somebody else worse than you are. But really, I feel blessed because I can see now. And I honestly do. I feel blessed. That's what makes me happy. Oh, wow. This has been going on for an hour. So, this is Fat Man at Noon. What did I say? I forgot my saying. Take care. Okay. The way to deal with Beatrice. Okay. I don't even know how to spell your name. Ramirez or whatever it is. And Sandra. And Dana Costa. Sandra Mills. Okay. And Juan. And Not In. I haven't seen Kevin. I think I may have pissed Kevin off. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, this is Fat Man at Noon. Take care. Oh, yeah. Stay straight. There it is. Stay straight. Stay strong. God bless. See you tomorrow. Take care.